Hello. I decided to surprise everybody with a going live. Let me see if I can pull it up and see if anybody shows up. I know it's such a surprise, so maybe nobody will. Oh, Mikio's here. Hi. I realized I didn't make a video wishing everybody a Happy New Year. So I thought it would at least do a real quick video or live stream on that, because I have just been crazy busy right now with trying to do much video. So yeah, well, Happy New Year, Mikio. How are you? How was your holidays? Let's see if I can pull up, oops. It's funny how one thing will be different than here versus here. So let me get the live chat going on this end. All right, so how was your New Year's, Mikio? Are you able to hear me? Is my streaming okay? Because I'm not sure how. I'm using my Verizon hotspot, so I hope I'm coming through. Am I coming through? I don't see you anymore. Okay, I'll post something on Facebook for you. I'm great. Okay, I'm seeing you here. Oh, there it is. It was a delay. I could see you here, and then finally it went here. I'm on my laptop here, and then here is volumes. Okay. So I'm not sure how my Verizon is going to work, but we're going to be moving. So I can't stay on too long. I thought maybe I'll keep an eye, no more than 30 minutes maybe. I'm packing up and stuff. We have to go into town. I have to get a new tire, because one of my tires got a little bit damaged and it's under warranty. So I'm going to be able to get it fixed. And I might have to replace another tire that is kind of bad, not because of anything faulty on the tire. So, but it's another issue that my van, I believe, might have caused. So I might have to get another tire. But anyways, we're moving somewhere else, and I'm not sure how the reception is going to be when we move. It looks like you might be the only one. I know I didn't say I was going to be doing this. So I always do better when I let people know I'm going to do a live chat. Be right back. Okay. So, hello, Mark. How are you doing? Happy New Year. How was your holidays? Was it good? I didn't get a video out to say happy or wish everyone a Happy New Year. So I wanted to take a quick moment to wish everybody a Happy New Year. And I really hope this year is an amazing year for everybody. Yeah, it's delayed here. So I'll look here because it comes here and then it comes there. That's kind of funny. Yeah, happy great year. Hi, Mark Robert. You're welcome and Happy New Year to you. Mark, are you going to head back out in the springtime? And maybe with Irene? Your Irene? I sure would love to meet you both. So it's still a delay here. I see 8 people here. Hello. Happy New Year. And Dawn, hey, I know sorry I haven't got back to your email, but I'm so behind on emails. And yeah, but I will email you more privately, kind of what's going on. Yeah, but Happy New Year. Dawn, how was your holiday? I hope it was great. It's okay. Yeah. Kent got sick over Christmas, so, but we had a nice Christmas. We had it actually early because we ordered things. And so his came after Christmas. And then my gifts came in a little bit before. One of them is this. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of like a fleece. I don't know if you can see it. I put it here so I could show you guys. But I'm always cuddling when we're out over his place or out by the fire. He has one of these kind of, I don't know what they are, kind of like a fleece or plush kind of, oh, it's backwards, I realized, kind of blanket. And his has wolves on it. I think it's wolves or something like that. And then this one here, he got me one, and I cuddle in it in here all the time to help keep warm. And it has a deer on it. So I really love it a lot. But I don't want to have it over by the fire because I don't want to have it get ruined. You know, if any sparks fly and they burn holes through things. And then he got me a jacket, kind of a military jacket, similar to his, but his is black. And then mine is kind of like this, it's a green, kind of a fleecy kind of jacket. And then that is really neat. And then the other thing I got too from him was, which I love, I tucked it away already because we're going to move tomorrow, but it's a 19-inch TV that I can put up here in the front because I have a larger TV that's in the back, but it takes a lot of, energy to run it. And then I always have to lay in the back, and I always have to move from sitting, standing, laying, kind of moving positions all the time. So this way I can actually sit in my comfortable chair and watch TV here. And I do have an outdoor antenna when I can get a TV reception. But what I can do is I can run my iPad, and it has a little device thing that you can plug in to my iPad, and it blows it up onto the TV, so I can watch YouTube that way on a bigger screen, Netflix, all kinds of things like that. That's what I do for my entertainment. And what I love is I can put nice speakers and a bigger screen. So I am really, really loving that. That was a really nice gift, and it's a RCA lightweight, really easy to move around TV. So anyways, that was my special little Christmas for me, other than him being sick. Oh my gosh, he was on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and I believe it was finally the next day after that. Poor guy. I don't know, he picked up something, and so he was not doing really well during that time. Looking forward, okay, Dawn, for a wonderful year. It looks warm. How's Milo? Oh, thank you for asking. He's doing really well. I wish I could show you, but I have a little Wave 3 heater going. I have a little desk here that I have my computer on, and I can't really get back there to him. But he's doing really well. He's hasn't had too many setbacks with his spine. We've been in some cooler weather, but not as wet, cold, yucky weather that we would be if we were in the Pacific Northwest. So definitely we both do better without that wet cold. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's still holding his own. He's 11 and a half now. Can you believe it? He'll be 12 if he makes it in July. The end of July is his birthday. C-Dubs. Oh, hi, C-Dub, sweetie. How are you? And Happy New Year to you. Are you still out here? Or kind of, well, I'm in a neighboring state. I'm not in Arizona, but are you still in Arizona? Big hugs to you too. Happy New Year. I wish I was able to visit with you all in Arizona. Can't stay too much buffering on your end. Okay. Just wanted to get on here real quickly too and just do a quick Happy New Year since I didn't make a video and we've got so much. We have to go into town tomorrow and then come back, finish tearing down, and then we're going to be leaving we hope Wednesday near the area, but just kind of a couple coves down or something like that where we're at. Your Chihuahua just turned 13, Dawn? Oh my gosh, in December. Wow. I have never had a dog get to 13, but Buster was close. Buster was 1 month from turning 13 when he passed away. But wow, 13. Well, good job. What's your Chihuahua's name, by the way? Hi, Stacy. Happy New Year to you, too. Oh, and you're from Maine. Oh, you're probably very cold up there in Maine, aren't you? Yeah, wishing you love and laughter for 2020 and on. Thank you so much. I know, I have a challenging body, though. That really, lots going on. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Probably, do you have snow where you're at? Daisy, okay. Dawn's Chihuahua's name is Daisy. So do you have a lot of snow, or does all of Maine get snow? Or is it like along the coast do you not get snow? I know that's like that in Oregon, where the coast doesn't get snow, but then you go inland, can have some snow. And then in the valley, well, kind of hit and miss. Very rarely in around like that whole valley of Portland, Salem, Eugene, all along in there. We'll get dustings here and there. Nothing that lasts more than like maybe a week or two. But when it does, boy, it shuts our systems down all through that stretch. But of course, getting over the next batch of mountains, we'll have snow. Eastern Oregon will get snow. So, yeah. You seem to get all the old ones. Leroy will be 19 this year. Oh my gosh. 19. I don't think I have met anybody that had a dog 19. My friend's oldest, longest dog was, I believe, 17 or 18. She had Manchesters. Oh, don't forget to give this. Oh, C-Dubs, thank you. She says, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're still here, C-Dubs, how long are you going to be in the area? For like another month, or will you be in the vicinity of RTR? Not necessarily at RTR. I know they're going to have it at the fairgrounds, but I guess some people might be going to Parker, Courtside, kind of, I don't know, a whole big general area and kind of, I don't know how many people actually go to RTR, just kind of hang out and just group together. I think that's what a lot of people will end up doing. That's what I would have done if I would have been in that area, because I don't need to go to the seminars or anything like that. Those are really great for new people that want to learn and stuff and solar. And but I'm not going to make it to Arizona. We're getting lots of things ordered in the area where we're at. We're going to set up a mailbox for another month. So we'll have it for 2 months because we're getting a lot of things taken care of and ordered. I need to get my leaf springs beefed up, basically, or they have add a leaf and stiffen it up, because I think when I had that shackle issue that it kind of made everything a little wonky. And I've had people, I've known people, that have had this type of van, and about the 20-year mark and all that, they've had to put new leaf springs and all kinds of the whole setup. So I'm going to try the add a leaf first. And then if that doesn't work, then I might have to really get in there and replace all of the leaf springs. But I'm hoping that just the add a leaf. So what happens is right now when there's any kind of wind, I don't feel comfortable driving. I have to get off. Anything gusty, 20 miles or up. And I need to get this fixed and worked on. And a friend of mine also sent me a mechanic in this area that I can also take it to. But Ken's going to try to see if he might be able to do that, the out of leaf work. But if not, as a backup, there is a mechanic that I might be able to take the van to if need be. But so we're kind of going to get that ordered and a bunch of other things ordered. So that's why I'm not making it down. I just think I've got this far, and I need to work on this because springtime on, things get really windy, right? And the areas that I need to travel. And so that's what I'm working on and enjoying lots of sunsets while I'm doing this, Hi, Minivan Mike. Hello, and Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year's and everything. Celebration. And then Mikio said she had several 22-year-old pugs. Oh my gosh, that's pretty old for pugs. Wow. I wonder what I might get out of Milo. Your cats, Harold and Bernie are 8 months. Well, cats live a long time too. Oh my gosh, cats can live 17, 18, I don't know, even way up there. So yeah, I've seen pictures of your kitties on Facebook, so they are cute. I just haven't had a chance to post it. Yeah, but I will. They're adorable. Mikio is reminding everybody to smash the like button. Thank you. It just helps to, there's a algorithm that's with YouTube, and it helps to keep my channel recognized through Facebook and keep me on Facebook. There's so many changes with them. I'm not Facebook, YouTube, sorry, YouTube. So yeah, any kind of help will help me to stay on. You lost your chihuahuas last year. She was 12. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And then, 2050, we lost our little, 13. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh, I know it's so hard to lose our little fur babies. Donna's Gang RV Adventures. Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you too. And I don't know if I've ever remembered you being here before, but welcome. I hope you had a nice holiday and Christmas and celebration and all that, and New Year's celebration. Oh, Tony M. Same thing. I hope you had a nice Christmas and New Year's celebration, and Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody has an amazing New Year. House is the Explorer running. Happy New Year. I was just sharing about the leaf springs, and I don't know if you've had any issues. I've talked to people with Explorers by our age of them, that the leaf springs can start to sag and start to have issues. And so that's an issue I'm going to next get addressed, because I put new shocks all around. As you know, I have a whole new front end. The engine did amazing. I was really impressed with how well the engine did coming out here, but it's just wobbly, it's just kind of a little teetery, which it just, and I even have the airbags all the way up. So I'm really thinking that it could be wear in around the leaf springs. And I ran into somebody at a state park, and it was two guys that were traveling in a van. And I brought up this issue, and they said they had an issue with their van, and it wasn't the same style as mine, of course, but they said that they had that issue, and then they stiffened up and got new leaf springs, and that really did help because they were getting to where it was hard for them to drive under any kind of windy conditions. And that's what I'm finding is I'm struggling a little bit more with that. And so they did that, and they said, yeah, they've been fine. And I believe they came from Canada. So I think that was just that, being in the right place, the right time to meet these people. I don't think it's by coincidence these things happen when it was on my mind. I meet these guys and they confirmed, right, what they did. And so that's the first area I'm going to go to is I'm going to look there. But how are your shackles or, the whole leaf spring thing? Did you ever replace any of that, or how's your van driving? But remember, mine had that shackle mount that had been busted for almost a year. So remember, it was kind of off-centered for a while. So I don't think that's a wrong place to go to. I think that is definitely first top on my list to work on. Tony. Jonah Taylor, hello. Happy New Year to you. Hope this new year will be an awesome year for you. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I still have some bumps ahead of me, some obstacles to get through. And yeah, I'll be, I may have to go back to Oregon for a little while again. I have to have more doctors, checkups and things like that I didn't get done. I just needed to get out because it was the winter, knowing that I didn't finish some doctor's appointments that I needed to get to. I needed to get to a neurologist, so that still I have to get back there, see a neurologist. And I've also been having problems, not with one shoulder, but both shoulders, and the right one far worse than the left. And so I will have to get this addressed, but I don't feel at this time I could really do much about it because I have Milo. And a lot of times I don't think I could do surgery because then you have, you have to recuperate from that. I have Milo to consider. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that issue. So I'm really taking everything one day at a time. But there's just stuff. And then I have a storage unit back there that I really would like to get back to also and get rid of it, or even whittle that down even more. So I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I'm thinking that I may need to go back there by late spring, maybe early summer. But I'll keep you guys informed what's going to happen. But I definitely need to finish some doctor's appointments that specialists that I wasn't able to get addressed. That's the joys of getting old. I'm older than I look. I'm almost getting near retirement age. Hi, Papa Texas. Hello from Texas. And Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a nice Christmas and a New Year's. I haven't seen you post in a while. I hope you've been doing great. Oh, and I have to figure out, what do I call you? Trade for van life. The 1-800 trade for, I don't know if there's a short name that I can say. But I'm so glad to see you, and Happy New Year to you. And have you heard from Carol Hike with me? No, I haven't. I did see her post a couple times on Facebook, but I have not actually. We get in touch with each other every so often, through texting. We'll catch up, but especially if I don't see her post after a certain amount of time on Facebook, we do check in with each other, but it might be time to do that. I hope she's doing okay, especially her mother. Shackles were repaired thanks to you. Okay, but mine is running good. We'll have the leaf springs looked at too. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. So but if you haven't noticed any, wobbly, I think that's what it feels like. I mean, because I know my front end is all tight, but it just feels like it's just not firm like it used to be. I never had any problems with any it really would have to have strong gusts for me to really feel anything. And I feel like it doesn't take much, anything above 20, wind, constant wind or gusts above, then yeah, I'm really feeling that right now. So, yeah. So if you're not having that issue, you might not have to have that looked at, Tony, but if you're not in an area where you're at where there's a lot of winds, you might not notice that until I know eventually you might travel. And if you get into areas where there are more winds, then you might notice it then. So, but it is something maybe you want to go to. Because I've already replaced, like I said, I've done shocks all the way around. So I know that's not a shock issue. Yeah, so that's the next area to go to. And then after that, Tony, would be, I mean, it doesn't hurt to do that since I had that issue with the van. And then with the broken shackle. And then after that, if it's still a little wobbly, then I might then go to new airbags. But so far my airbags, when I just checked, they've been holding up for a long time before I have to put more air in them. So I really don't think it's an airbag issue. Let's see. You look great, kid. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been resting a lot, and I'm sorry for not making videos, and I've gotten behind. I have a lot of cool places to share with Kent and I went to. We went and saw Bryce Canyon, Red Canyon, Valley of Fire, sorry, is what it's called. The first state park in Nevada. So we've been to some really cool places. So I can't wait to share those videos. It's just the time it takes to organize everything and pull it together. And I just really needed just some reboot time, me time. I really need to get some of my pictures and clips and all that all organized. Everything's getting maxed out, so I need to pull everything off, get them onto an external hard drive, which that takes time. But yeah, so I don't know. I just need this me time, maybe a couple weeks longer, and then I could start getting things out, at least one video a week. I'll get back to that. But maybe I could try to do another, live chat if I have good reception where we're moving to. I think I will, but if so, then maybe I'll try to do another live because it's just the sitting down and the editing and all of that. And I'm still really heavily thinking about doing an Instagram as well with all my nice pictures, because I just really love photography. I can't believe how much I really love doing that. And that'll be a nice little hobby. And I could put the really nice pictures there, where the ones that I do on Facebook, and I keep Facebook for my personal friends. I just really I don't want to get that one just for everybody. And those are really just from my phone. But then Instagram can be where I can really take the time and put the really nice pictures there, and then allow everybody into that one, that wants to follow me on Instagram. So we'll see. I haven't made the account yet, but it's probably coming soon, maybe a month or two away. Hike with me made my granddaughter some awesome she did geocaching purses. Isn't Carol awesome? She's very talented with making those purses. She showed me what she makes, and she has a sewing machine. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. I keep telling her she needs to sell those on eBay, or not eBay, but Etsy, that Etsy shop. Yeah. Oh, how cool. What a special gift. Oh, I'm so happy for you. um, so Dawn's asking, what are geocaching purses? Hard to explain on here, but I bet you it's just, I don't know, maybe you could put they use those little, I don't know if she uses it, but what do you call those little little handheld GPSs, and maybe they can put little things in there or whatever they're going to leave, because I think you could take something out and leave on some of them. Some of them, they just have a little logbook. Some of them have both. Yeah, so they do different things with those geocaching. They're a lot of fun. Let's see. Been busy, but I'm here. Are you, Papa Texas, are you in Texas right now? Or do you ever leave there in the winter? I know a lot of the Texas gang is out in Arizona, except for Lola, lost on land again. She wasn't able to come out. And then all my friends are out. All my Texas peeps are over in Arizona, but I'm not able. I just don't want to go too far. I got to get my van addressed. Yeah, I just can't do it. So, and then also I'm resting. It really, because of the shoulder thing on top of everything else, it was, and I tried to move, so I don't know, as quickly as I could, but it took me 2.5 weeks to get back with Kent. And that was not really moving fast, but I just do better moving shorter stretches and sit for a week. Shorter stretches, sit for a week or two, actually, 2 weeks. Yeah, but having at least a week before moving. But my body just really needed some, R&R and reboot, tender loving care. Let's see. Have your shock towers checked if you wobble. Okay. Now, but I had new shocks put on though, so would then that be addressed with that? I mean, because I know I think you're kind of new to my channel. And how do you go, K? I don't know how you would say it. K Cannon 1982. Maybe I can call you K. I actually had, just to summarize my issue, is when I bought the van, I didn't know that it had a torn shackle mount. So it literally was pulled out and kind of like bent out. And then it was resting at the frame underneath the van. So it kind of really, the van was tweaked, and it was kind of getting worse through time as it was kind of resting on this bar underneath the van, which actually saved it from going through the roof or the bottom of the van in the back. So part of the shackle and the leaf springs goes from where the axle, all that, and goes to the back. There's a cap on the back of my van where they took a 17-foot van and they made it extension and a cap. So all of that extends and connects to that part of the van. Well, so it was the part there that had broke, and then it was literally, my van was kind of leaning to one side. And I had to get all of that re-welded back up there. And so I'm sure that strained a lot of my leaf springs on that one side, because I still kind of, if I hit a good size bump, I will kind of rub the tire on that fender. So I can tell something never really kind of got permanently adjusted back up in there. Because of it probably leaning for so long. So that's why I really think I need to, it's a good thought to go to the leaf springs themselves or add a leaf and stiffen that up because of what had happened. And I did get new shocks all the way around, and new front end has all been done, and ball joints, all that kind of stuff. The only thing I've never also replaced was springs. So springs has not been addressed, but shocks have been. If that helps anybody, and I'm definitely open to what anybody else thinks is going on with the van. But I met a guy at Valley of Fire who was traveling with two guys in a van, and they were having a lot of issues with wind, and they were shocked of the issues. And then they actually put new leaf springs on both sides and just really beefed up their leaf springs and put new leaf springs, and they said they have not had any problems ever since. So it kind of makes me think that they were right there at that moment for me to talk to confirm my suspicions. That's what my gut's telling me. Am I buffering again? Okay, am I buffering or am I still there? Let me know, everybody. Buffering a circle here as well, but can still see in here. Okay, let me know if am I back or am I still buffering? Could be my hotspot. I had to plug it in because it was kind of low in the battery. Let me see what it looks like. Well, I show 3 bars. Am I doing all right? I'll try to keep it in a nice good spot. Or maybe if I take this Reflectix, the more you can get, I know what I can do. The more you can take Reflectix off helps. And so reception can come in as many places. Okay, how's that? Okay, just a spinning circle. Okay, is everything better now? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, so if anybody has any other thoughts, just call you D. Okay, no buffering for you. Okay, good. And don't forget to hit the like button. Helps to keep me recognized with YouTube. My channel recognized. How's everybody doing as far as weather? Is everybody staying warm or in your warm areas? Storms, snows? I haven't been following the weather. Here it's been pretty decent, not too bad. I keep thinking really here probably 2 more months, and then really January, February, things start to really change, right? I think the hardest thing is the cold or the getting darker earlier is tougher for us when you're dealing with solar, because by the time that sun sets, the sun is lower to begin with. And then, so by the late afternoon, you're not getting any more sun. And mine is on the roof, so I'm not able to position or put my solar, towards the low sun. Yeah, so that's kind of probably the greatest challenge through these winter months when we get dark early and have that low sun and getting enough energy. And then also when it's cloudy. So you add all that together, it's been a little bit tough at times for me. It should have been noticed when it can be missed. They can tear or pull away, bent, okay, or have a rivet pull through. Okay, leaf springs can go bad, but a helper spring, extra spring could really help. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, I'm hoping not shocks, because I spent a lot of money for the shocks that I put on this van, and I got some really high-end, top-end, so shocks. So I'm hoping that can't be it. But definitely, Kent is going to see if he can put the add-a-leaf in. So I'm hopeful that he can. But then if not, then maybe eventually I can have a mechanic look at all that in time. Okay, and you're Chris. Okay, hi, Chris. When I get to the spinning circle, I see a frozen screen. Oh, but you hear nothing, Dawn. That's interesting. Michigan has been very mild considering, but no snow. Oh, that's nice. So no snow, but do you normally get snow where you're at, Mark? And my sister lived in Michigan, really close to the lake. So I have actually been to Michigan and got to see a couple of the lighthouses. Yeah, it was a nice little trip there. And then I actually we drove around, I think it was a 2-hour drive to get around and the lake. And then we went to Chicago and I got to see that. It was a fun trip. They don't live there anymore. They live in Florida now. See, we have had a few days of nice here. Okay, you're in Arizona, but cold in general. Yeah, it's been kind of cold. So you're in Arizona. Yeah. It definitely has been cooler. My first trip to Arizona was amazing. In fact, Kent and I were just talking about that. We were along the Colorado River, and I remember it was just beautiful. We were playing in the water. We had his kayak down. We were kayaking. I think by February, we already had a heat wave, and I think ever since then, it's been colder. I don't know what's going on. Definitely climate change. Yes, I should have had by now, but so really you normally have snow, but you don't have snow. Yeah. The shock tower is fastened to the frame. It is up front where the big coil spring is, and the top of the shock fastens to it. Okay, I'll have Kent, I'll write this down later on and then have him look at that. Maybe that's something that he'll be able to look at for me. I'm just trying to save money right now because I spent a lot of money in the last year that I would just like to recuperate from, the expense of my van, and then when I had to be in Oregon. So anything I hope he can do, I want to try to do. But of course, if anything can't, of course, I'll have somebody look at it. But that's why I'll have him look at that. Definitely. Thank you so much. Dawn's just a bit rainy here lately. Yeah, we had, it got cloudy, but not too bad. We thought we were going to get rain, but it didn't come. So we got lucky. But we did have some rain, I think a couple days ago. I kind of get mixed up with my time frame sometimes. Donna, we're in Arizona. Gotta run, okay. Time to feed. Okay, Leroy, lots of hugs. All right, well, thanks for being here, Mikio. I know I can't stay on too much longer at 7. I have to get back to what I was doing here. We're going into town tomorrow. We ordered some stuff, so we have to pick that up. And I'm getting a new tire replaced that has a warranty on it because it has a slit on the outside of the tire. So it is a part of my warranty. So we've got to get into town early. So I have to finish picking up and getting things tucked away and put away because we use my van to go into town. And then we need to leave here because you have a limit in how long you can stay. So it's our time to leave at this spot. So we're going to move, several miles away, go to a new spot. And we have to leave Wednesday. Oh, I lost my chat. See if I can get that moved. Oops. There. Oh, maybe it's this way. It's not wanting to move. It kind of froze. Sorry, guys. Come on. It's weird how I won't come back. It should be this way because that's where, there it goes. Okay, you're in courtside. Okay, Donna, are you going to go to RTR or just kind of hang out in the vicinity with some friends or anything in that area? Or you're there to go to RTR? Q is looking busy. I don't think it's going to be. I don't know. I mean, we all have our opinions, right? This is just my opinion, but I don't think it's going to be as busy as it has been or it became to be. I think with it being spread out like it has to be and being at the, fairgrounds, not too many. I'm sure it's going to be probably more of your groups of people camping in the area, but probably less people going to, this is my suspicion of RTR, unless it's really a new person and they meet up with maybe some of their caravans. Because if you want to go to the seminar and you're new, you'd have to break your camp. And I don't know how many people are going to be willing to break their camp to go in. And then I'm not sure how many people are going to be able, I don't know how many vehicles are going to be able to support at the fairgrounds that the people that come in to those seminars. So I don't, this is just my thought. So I don't know, unless it's just everybody meeting at the old area or maybe an area they know of outside of Parker, and they just kind of hang out to group together as a meeting place, camping place. But as far as people breaking their camp and going in and out to get to the RTR at the fairgrounds, I don't think a lot of people are going to do that. I couldn't do that. I mean, I have disabilities. And I know they're going to keep so many disability, parking places. But me, with all of my it's every time I move my vehicle, it takes me days to recover from that, So, because I have, my disabilities are different than someone else's disabilities. But for me, that couldn't happen. I could not continue every day or every even couple of days break my camp to get into the actual seminars at the fairgrounds. That's just not a reality ever in my world to do that. So it's going to be interesting what happens. But I'm really thankful that I got to go to RTR. I went to 2 RTRs, 2017 and 2018. When it was the old way, when you could camp, you could go hang out, go to the main, fire if you wanted to, or hang out with your friends there, walking. You can go to the seminars, go back to your vehicle. It was in the same location. So I am very thankful that I got to go, and I got to go, during that time frame before it got so huge. I mean, my last year was already getting pretty huge. But yeah, to where it is today is not ever possible in my world with my physical body. You may be in Arizona most of the year. You traveled way too much this past summer. So is your home domicile then Arizona? It's Donna. You need to scoot. Okay. It's Chris, right? I have to go back to look with my memory. I think you said it's Chris. Yeah, you're Chris. Okay, well, I know I got to go here too real soon, so we'll start to wrap this all up. But Happy New Year. Mainly I came here to say Happy New Year. I really do wish everybody a wonderful and just a great New Year coming up here, and I really do hope for that for everybody. It's gotten busy in the last 2 weeks. Probably drive there 1 or 2 days, but not going full time. Yes, no one wants to break camp every day. I know. Yeah, I hear that. unless you have somebody with a friend that has a tow, that you could, a toad, and you can go in and out in a toad, or just carpool, but somebody is going to have to move, their vehicle to go if you carpool. Yeah, so interesting. I have a tow. Oh, okay. The distance, so it's just too far to drive every day. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, Florida. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and say goodnight for tonight, because it is getting 7:12 and I've got lots to do tonight to get ready to, get into town, get my new tire and all that other goodies and supplies. But I have to go back and work to have to stay, like I said, in this area through off and on. We'll just be bopping around because of getting more supplies through February. I have important paperwork that's coming in soon that I have to get. I have to get the shackle or leaf spring, lifts. We still got to order that and get that in. So there's still lots of things that we need to get done in this area, and maybe going back and forth into town at least almost once a week and a half. So that's another reason that I've kind of slowed down on my videos, because of, we use my vehicle to go in and out of town. So I do have to make it able to roll, which takes energy from me. And then I have to reboot from that. But yeah, so I will be back making videos soon. I think I want to do another important message, one that I have learned recently, and I'll touch on that in a video. And then try to resume the travel ones, hopefully maybe by the end of the month or something like that. But yeah, I just need this time. Much needed time for me to get all this stuff wrapped up that's going on in my, personal world here, in my van, and other things going on, and important paperwork I have to get and address coming up here, which I will share part of that reasoning. I think I'll just address that in a video, because it's something that I learned that I can do. Well, I guess that I can do well, and I'm not sure many people know about this, and I don't know. I think the age group of my people are 40 and above. Because I looked at my analytics and all that and everything that's in all the age things and male, female, and all that, because of this COPA thing. And really, I don't have anybody watching my videos that are younger than 40. So it's 40 and above. So I think the information that I learned I think could definitely help maybe someone like me in the future as you get to retirement age. It's something to know about. So I think I'm definitely going to do a video on what I learned from a friend of mine. Yeah. So I was like, oh, well, that's nice to know. And I had to do some research, and yeah, so something that's interesting. So Stacy said, this is my first live chat. Take care and good night. Look forward to your videos. And guess I'm going to have to get an Instagram now. Yeah. Well, we'll be new on Instagram together, because I'm not an Instagram. But I have friends that are on Facebook, and they actually say they like Instagram better. So I don't know yet why, but I guess we will all figure it out. But yeah, I just think Instagram is better for the sharing of, I heard more what I want to do with my photos and things like that, that's a better place for doing that. Well, you just turned 51, so, and also happy birthday to you, Stacy. And all right, so, well, unless anybody has a question, I always do that at the very end. If you have a question, put it out there before we wrap things up and say goodnight. Any questions? So Dee left. Okay, see you later, Gator. Before you lose you. God bless you too, Dee. Oh, you turned 66. Oh, New Year's Day. Aw. Well, happy belated birthday to you too. Wow. I never said how old. I don't know why I'm so secretive about my age. Everybody is out there saying how old they are. And I mean, not like anybody can do anything, but yeah. I guess I might end up saying, I don't know. I might need to say my age if I'm going to tell the story that I just found out from a friend of mine. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm so secretive about my age. I just, I think it's just because it's on such a public, platform is why I get a little concerned, saying my age. But I can't believe I'm getting near a few years to 62. I'm getting near, not there, but it's, right at my heels. Yeah. So it's crazy how time flies by. All right. Well, I don't see any new questions. So why don't we just, it's old school, though our mother said, oh, it wasn't ladylike. No, and I don't think it's so much as being lady. It's really, it's just about, oh, good to see you, Julia. How are you? I really just think I try to not put out as much personal because of this being a public, I'm the one portraying on a public, platform, that the least you say of birthdays, dates, how old, it's just protecting my identity. Does that make sense? In this crazy world that we have today, it's that I'm trying to protect. Not so much that, but I'm trying to think of, there's something I found out from a friend that, I'm going to have to say, because I'm close to this age, or maybe I did this or going to do this without actually saying, but it has to do with Social Security, that I'm entitled to, but without actually saying my age that I found out about from a friend of mine. So I'm kind of figuring it out, but without actually saying entirely if I did it, or if I can do this, when I can do this, without giving too much information and still keeping my privacy. But I just think it's information that I think people out there need to know, because if I didn't know this, how many other people wouldn't have known this? I know I'm talking in circles right now because, I guess I can share is, yeah, but what I found out, and also, my ex-husband is a very personal, heartfelt subject. I just did a video about, was always and will always be very dear to my heart. And a friend of mine who found out, and the reason I want to share this is because when she found out from her first husband, she was married twice, but she's not married now. And this is why I want to get this information out there. So she was married twice, but her first husband had passed away. And because she's not married now, and she's 61, she found out that she's entitled to his Social Security money. She's retired or near retirement age. So she found out that when a person is, maybe I can just tell the story by using her instead of getting too personal about me. So she found out when a person is 60 years old, you don't have to wait to 62, but 60, from 60 on, you are entitled to survivor's benefits. So she was able to get survivor's benefits from her first husband. Even though she was married a second time, but because she's divorced from that husband, and I believe he's still alive, it's the first husband who passed away. But because she's not married at this moment, she was able to get survivor's benefits. And she was on some kind of maybe SSD or one of those, but his survivor benefit is far greater than anything that she had already been getting. So that put her in a much more better place to be. And she was so grateful to learn about it, but she could have gotten it a year before if she would have known. And then I learned something because I didn't know. And if I didn't know that, and she just learned about it. So that's why I kind of want to get it out there and let people know, if you're ever in this situation, and it goes either way, if a wife or a husband, it doesn't matter. If one passes away, you are entitled to survivor's benefits when you become 60, okay? You can wait and take it to 62, because if you take it at 60, you do get a reduced rate. So it's like 79 to 99% or whatever. I think each year you kind of wait. And then another thing I learned is you can get your survivor's benefits and not take yours. And you can let yours continue to grow if you're ever in this situation, and then take yours when you're at your full age retirement, if that other person's is enough that you can survive and live on. And, then even if it might be less than yours and you can survive on that, you don't have to take your full one. You could just use that survivor benefits until you're ready to go after your full benefits if yours becomes greater than your, the surviving benefit amount. And so, yeah, I'm just learning all of this. And as you know, because of my beloved ex-husband, I am entitled to his survivor benefits. And his is less than mine at my Social Security rate. When I become my age, even at 62, his is less than mine, but I don't even have to take mine at 62. I could take his and wait and take mine full amount way later in my 60s. And because already at any point in time from 62 on, mine is far greater than his, because he became self-employed the last so many years of his life, So that's one of the things I really want to get out there and somehow word this without saying dates, age, and things like that, but yeah, so people will know this either way, whether it's a husband or wife or even ex, you are entitled to that. And I'm just learning all this. I don't know if anybody else knew about that, but I'm learning this from what my friend went through. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, so I hope I didn't lose everybody out there. But, yeah. Yeah, Dawn says, yeah, she doesn't put too much info out there either. Yeah, so it's just, well, thank you. You don't look your age. I mean, I know. Everybody thinks I'm like 45 or, I don't know, 48 or something like that. But no, I'm getting, yeah, I'm not going to give it away. I'm either near the 60 or at the 60 or somewhere, you know, but definitely in around that area. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm not sure if I lost the feed or if anybody is still there. Are you guys still there? Did I lose everybody? Okay. Even though they were no longer married, is that a state-to-state thing? No, it is not a state-to-state thing. It is a part of the Social Security. So if you go ahead and Google that, how you can search that is survivors benefits, okay, through Social Security. But you cannot be married. See, she's not married right now, and I'm not married right now. And so anybody, even now, she's been married twice. And so, and her second husband is still alive, but she's not married to him. But she wasn't married to the second husband very long. The first husband, she was married. You have to be married more than 10 years. From the time you married to the time you divorced, that, you know, that ink on that paper, both times, married and divorced, has to be at least 10 years or more. And that is what happened. She was married, and I was married more than 10 years. So she was married more than 10 years. Yeah. So, yes, then you're entitled to survivor's benefits. Even if you marry again and divorce and or never been married again, whatever circumstance, what they look at is 10 years and you're not married at the time of the person's passing away, and at this time in your life, then you're entitled to it. But the second you marry, then you can't get it. It ends. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta go, but I'll do a video on it because not everybody comes back and watches these live chats. And I just think it's good information and we all learn from each other, you know, and it may help somebody else out there and in the future. So somehow I'll make it happen. All right. Well, I love you all. Happy New Year. And I'll go ahead and end this. Good night. And I'll see you guys and talk to you guys real soon, okay? Take care of yourselves. And I love you all. Let's see. Good night, everybody.